2023 elections. Inec laments tough times. The Independent National Electoral Commission has expressed concern about the challenges it is facing as it prepares for the 2023 elections. The Inec chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, while appearing before the House of Representatives Committee on Electoral Matters, said that the recent flooding across the nation has destroyed no fewer than 20 offices of the Commission. The chairman of the electoral umpire, while appearing before the House of Reps Committee on Electoral Matters to defend the budget which was proposed by the Commission in the 2023 appropriation bill, said that the development has forced the agency to begin to look for new office spaces in new locations in some states. He said, "We have office rent and residential rent. So many of our offices were attacked and some actually flooded after the recent floods. We have 20 offices in that situation after the recent floods. In some, we can repair and replace the lost or damaged equipment, while in others, we just have to look for a facility to rent." Now, from Jigawa, there was a request for us to look for 3 offices following the damage caused by flooding of the offices that we occupied. The latest destruction of the INEC equipment and offices may worsen things for the Commission, which was just coming out of the destruction caused by the NSAS attacks and the activities of unknown gunmen in the southeast and the insurgents in the north. In May last year, INEC said it was assessing loss of materials to attacks, with the preliminary assessment indicating that 11 offices, 1,105 ballot boxes, 694 voting cubicles, 429 electric generating sets, and 13 utility vehicles, Toyota Hilux pickup vans, had been lost. Now, Yakubu, who said this at an emergency meeting with security agencies under the auspices of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security in Abuja, following the serial attacks on the Commission's offices and facilities, especially in the southeastern part of the country, warned that a disruption to the electoral process would undermine Nigerian democracy and destabilize the country. However, speaking at last week's meeting with the Reps panel, Yakubu thanked the committee and the National Assembly by extension for passing the Electoral Act 2022, which he described as the most progressive electoral act ever in the history of elections in Nigeria. The chairman urged the parliament to pass the bill seeking to establish an Electoral Offences Commission and Tribunal before the end of the 9th National Assembly. He, however, did not state if the law should be in force before the 2023 general elections. While the elections have been scheduled for February, the assembly ends in June. Now, Yakubu said that some of the progress referred to by the chairman of this committee owe a lot to the new Electoral Act. It has really strengthened our hands. I also like what Honorable Sam Onuigbo said and the comments made by Honorable Abonta about the involvement of Commissioner Festus Okoye on the technical committee for the last election. We have nominated the same person for the Electoral Offences Commission and the Tribunal Bill. I would like to appreciate you for that. You have relieved the Commission, by the time you pass this bill, of one of the most difficult jobs assigned to the Commission and which we have not successfully implemented, which is the prosecution of electoral offences. With the establishment of the Commission, essentially by the efforts of members, because it is a private bill, not an executive bill, we have also taken another steps towards ensuring free, fair, and credible elections. I pray that the process will be concluded and submitted for assent and be assented to before the lifespan of this assembly. This will be another solid contribution to our electoral process. If you successfully do so, you would have done what the UWAI's recommendation did not achieve, what the LEMO committee did not achieve, and what the Inamani Committee did not achieve. So we look forward to and place on record our appreciation to the National Assembly. Now, the chairman of the committee, Aisha Duku, earlier in her opening remarks hailed Inec for the successful conduct of the Ekiti and Osun governorship elections. Duku partly said, "Let me also use this opportunity to congratulate you on the successful conduct of the Ekiti and Osun state governorship elections." The lawmaker said that this as Inec on Monday disclosed that it was battling with about 600 cases relating to the conduct of recent primaries and nomination of candidates by political parties for the 2023 general election. The INEC chairman, Yakubu, who disclosed this, advised the judiciary to avoid giving conflicting judgments. The INEC chairman stated this in Abuja during the workshop for justices of the Court of Appeal on election matters and the inauguration of justices of the election petition tribunals. While lamenting the increasing cases arising from the conduct of primaries for the nomination of candidates by political parties, he said that INEC had been joined so far in about 600 cases relating to the conduct of recent primaries and nomination of candidates by political parties for the 2023 general elections. He said, "So far we have been joined in about 600 cases relating to the conduct of recent primaries and nomination of candidates by various political parties for the 2023 general election. Only 2 weeks ago, one political party served about 70 court processes on the commission in one day, seeking to compel us to accept the nomination or substitution of its candidates long after the deadline provided in the timetable and schedule of activities for the general election had elapsed. Some of the cases will go up to the Supreme Court. The implication is that we are still dealing with issues of nomination of candidates, thereby eating into vital time for preparation of and procurement of sensitive materials for the elections. It also means that the court will be dealing with the same issues long after the general election. Now, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, while administering the oath of office on members of the Election Petitions Tribunal, said that he will not condone any act of recklessness, abuse of power, and betrayal of trust from any member of the panel. The CJN warned them against any acts capable of denting the image of the judiciary. Earlier in her welcome remarks, the President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Monica Dongban-Mensah, said that the tribunals were set up 30 days before the conduct of election in all the states of the Federation, in line with the provisions of the law. She advised the members of the tribunals not to allow themselves to be used as a pipe for evil imagination and must stand up to their good conscience at all times, as well as abide with the professional code of conduct. Now, that is it on the details of today's report. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you're joining us for the first time. Until we'll come your way again with more reports, do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.